I'm Edie Lush, Executive Editor at Hub Culture here in Davos 2023 with a new visitor to Davos. Thanks so much for coming into the studio, Olly. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
So what is a nice guy from London who runs London's, I've got to say, as a member, coolest music venue and music club doing in a place like Davos?
Well, I mean, I suppose Coco is at the heartbeat of music, tech, design and art. And we have 10,000 visitors a week who come enjoy over 300 shows a year. So between 2004 and 2019, when I closed, we had 7 million people come for concerts, which is quite incredible. And then I've just recently reopened in 2022, just in 6 months ago. And we're at this cross-section, we're building this community, and we have global partnerships with YouTube now, because we stream from the building, BMW, Diageo. So we're at this interesting cross-section where we're working with major talent, record labels, media partners, and then at the same time building this really sort of like dynamic new community.
So you hear telling people about what you're doing in London. What's the point of being in Davos? I think the most interesting thing is Davos has a lot of like informed, interesting, forward-thinking people, and at Coco, especially my team, they're very forward-thinking. They're innovators, and I think Coco is an innovative brand. So it's a combination of actually finding out where the world's moving, which is always interesting for myself and my team, and seeing who's moving forward. And then secondly, you know, Coco is about partnerships. So we've got really good established partnerships. So for us, it's interesting meeting new people and like developing new partnerships. So talk to me a little bit about where you see the future of music. You mentioned the partnership with YouTube. You mentioned the streaming. I love a live event. So talk to me about where you see technology and music combining, where it's going.
I mean, I think we're in an amazing cross-section now where physical experience I love and I always believe is going to be there. So the great thing is I don't think that's ever going to change because people love the human emotion and that connectivity. But we're on the dawn of Web3 and we're the dawn of like extended reality and VR. And I think they predict that 40% of our time in around 15 years' time will be spent, which is kind of nuts, in a metaverse or virtual world. So music's obviously going to extend into this new virtual world. And I think we saw it with Travis Scott and Fortnite. That was the first time that an artist and kind of like video game content kind of came together. And it was hugely successful. So I think you're going to get an extension of those experiences in the metaverse, and I think if we look at like when the internet broke, the two things that really brought the internet to the masses was Napster, and then after Napster, believe it or not, was MySpace. Right. And so both of those were music platforms, and actually they helped educate people about the internet because it's an easy way in, because music is like a global language. So then if we take that into Web3 and VR, I wouldn't be surprised if music is one of the key leads to kind of breaking it and making it quite universal. So I think music's going to play a big part actually in VR and in the metaverse because it's a language everyone can understand and
so
easy to adopt.
On-ramp, isn't it? It's
yeah,
really
exactly.
To get into the world. So take me into the future. We're all about future here at Hub Culture. Where do you think we'll be in sort of 10 years' time in terms of how you see that world of the physical and the digital music, design, technology?
I mean, I think we're in 2 worlds and we'll be in 3. So you'll have the physical world where, like I said, I think connectivity will be even more important, because I think as humans, the day we lose that, we lose the most special thing in life. So we've got to keep that. And then you have like the digital world now, which is streaming. And if you think of Instagram Live, it's like being connected in the moment, and TikTok. So that's today's connectivity. And I think, like I said, that will extend to, I think the first paradigm will be, I really believe in it, will be augmented. So I think Apple in the next 2 to 3 years will come out with the glasses. Apple, I know, working on obviously a lot of content that people don't know, which will get released. And I think augmented is going to be easier than VR because people will be able to, they'll be able to kind of have conversations and work, keep the glasses on, and actually see the content right in front of them. So I think,
fantastic.
Yeah. I think that's it.
It's an exciting world. Thank you so much, Olly, for stopping by the Hub Culture here in Davos. And I'm Edie Lush.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Edie.